High rising costs are not only making it more difficult for families to afford food, but it's putting a strain on food banks who buy certain products to serve people in need.
It is why grocery stores and food banks are coming together. They're teaming up so the food they do have does not go to waste. Here's our Jamie Warren.
Nick and Kaylee, it turns out a lot of the food at your local grocery store is actually unsold. It's not that it's bad to eat. You just might be less likely to buy it, like when you go to a batch of apples and you find one that looks a little bit different than the rest. So that's where this program comes in. 10 stops a day, 5 to 6 days a week. Employees with United Food Bank pull up to local grocery stores, filling up their truck with bread, baked goods, and fruits and veggies that remain untouched on store shelves.
Which are still perfectly fine to eat. They're just not necessarily the first thing a customer is going to pick when they go to a beautiful pile of produce.
The recycling company RTS estimates about 30% of all food in American grocery stores is thrown away. That's 16 billion pounds every year. But since launching the Grocery Rescue Program in 2013, Mark Rosso with the food bank says they've taken 6.5 million pounds of food yearly from stores and given it to people at local food banks. 960,000 of that coming from Sprouts stores alone, which is why on this day,
So I wanted to present you with some recognition.
They thanked Sprouts for their partnership. CEO Dave Richins says especially during this time, it's something they can't go without.
It's tough because of the supply chain. You know, stuff that we'd see in 4 to 6 weeks takes 8 to 10 weeks, and it costs about 30 to 40% more. And so as a food bank, when we're in the market buying food, it's a scary time for us right now. And so fortunately, our grocery rescue numbers are way up due to the generosity of our grocery stores.
So I asked Richins, are there any limitations to this program? And he said right now they have about 150 different agencies, but there are some gaps. So they are always looking for ways to reach even more communities. Kaylee?
All right, our Jamie Warren live this morning, and an interesting solution there, just trying to bring things together for the good of everybody.
Well, it's baby season at the Phoenix Zoo. How about this? With 3 new adorable babies arriving